Anxiety and fear are two of the most common emotions that trouble the modern mind. Whether it's worrying about the future, fearing failure, or dreading the unknown, these feelings can be paralyzing. However, the ancient Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius offered profound insights into how to overcome these challenges. Their wisdom, rooted in rationality and self-discipline, provides timeless tools for handling anxiety and fear effectively. In this video, we will explore how Stoic philosophy can help you conquer these emotions and cultivate a more resilient and peaceful mind. The nature of fear and anxiety. Fear is a response to a perceived threat, whether real or imagined. Anxiety, on the other hand, is often a prolonged state of worry about what might happen in the future. The Stoics recognized that while fear and anxiety are natural, they often arise from our judgments rather than reality itself. As Epictetus stated, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. The dichotomy of control. A fundamental Stoic concept is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus taught that there are two categories of things. 1. Things within our control, our thoughts, judgments, and actions. 2. Things outside our control, external events, other people's opinions, and the future. Anxiety and fear often stem from worrying about things beyond our control. The Stoic approach is to focus only on what we can influence and let go of unnecessary worries about external factors. Practical Stoic strategies to overcome anxiety and fear. 1. Negative visualization, Premeditatio Malorum. The Stoics practiced Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This exercise involves imagining worst-case scenarios to prepare the mind for challenges. How to apply it? Take a moment to think about the fears that haunt you. Imagine the worst possible outcome rationally and unemotionally. Ask yourself, would I still be able to endure it? Recognize that even in the worst-case scenario, you have the resilience to cope. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By anticipating difficulties, you reduce their power." 2. Practicing voluntary discomfort. To reduce the grip of fear, Stoics deliberately expose themselves to discomfort. This practice, known as voluntary discomfort, builds resilience and minimizes the fear of hardship. How to apply it? Take cold showers to strengthen your willpower. Sleep on the floor occasionally to remind yourself that luxury is not a necessity. Fast for a day to prove that hunger is not as terrible as we imagine. Seneca advised, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare and say to yourself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" When you make discomfort familiar, fear loses its hold over you. 3. Memento Mori. The Stoics often reflected on their mortality as a means to diminish fear. Memento Mori, remember you must die, is a reminder that life is short and that fearing things unnecessarily wastes precious time. How to apply it? Remind yourself daily that life is finite. Use this awareness to focus on meaningful actions instead of worrying about trivial fears. Realize that fear loses significance in the face of mortality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This reflection helps shift focus from anxiety to purposeful living. 4. Living in the present moment. Anxiety thrives on worries about the future, but Stoicism emphasizes grounding yourself in the present. Marcus Aurelius urged, confine yourself to the present. Instead of dwelling on what might happen, focus on what is happening now. How to apply it? Engage in mindfulness practices such as deep breathing or meditation. When anxious thoughts arise, shift your attention to what you can do at this moment. Train your mind to respond to uncertainty with curiosity instead of fear. 5. Objective judgment. A major Stoic practice is objectivity, separating facts from emotional reactions. Instead of catastrophizing situations, the Stoics advised assessing them rationally. How to apply it? When fear arises, ask, what are the actual facts? Remove emotional exaggerations and view the situation logically. Remind yourself that events are neither good nor bad, only your perception makes them so. 6. The view from above. Marcus Aurelius often used the view from above technique, where he imagined himself seeing life from a higher perspective, like looking down from space. This practice helps put fears into perspective. How to apply it? When you feel overwhelmed, visualize yourself from a distance. Imagine your worries as tiny in the grand scheme of life and the universe. Realize that most of your fears are fleeting and insignificant in the bigger picture. 7. Accepting fate. The Stoics embraced amor fati, meaning love of fate. Rather than resisting reality, they accepted it as it came. This mindset reduces fear because it eliminates resistance to the inevitable. How to apply it? Accept uncertainty and change as natural parts of life. Instead of fearing challenges, welcome them as opportunities for growth. Trust that whatever happens, you can respond with strength and wisdom. Fear and anxiety are deeply rooted in human nature, but Stoic philosophy provides a powerful framework for overcoming them. By focusing on what is within our control, preparing for difficulties, embracing discomfort, and viewing life with perspective, we can cultivate resilience and inner peace. To integrate Stoic principles into your life, regularly practice negative visualization to reduce fear of the unknown. Develop the habit of voluntary discomfort to build mental toughness. Remind yourself of your mortality to prioritize what truly matters. Train your mind to see things objectively and avoid emotional exaggeration. Live in the present moment rather than being lost in future anxieties. Accept life's uncertainties with a mindset of amor fati. As Seneca wisely said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. By embracing Stoicism, you can free yourself from unnecessary suffering and navigate life with clarity, courage, and peace. If you found this video helpful, share it with others who might benefit from Stoic wisdom. Let me know in the comments which Stoic practice resonates with you the most. How do you apply it in your daily life?